Hello citizens and welcome back. This is our match preview for City vs Fulham in the Premier League. So make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and let's jump into it. So this is an interesting game for me. I think Fulham turn up at the Etihad, a different kind of team than we've seen in previous years when they have. You know, I don't think we can expect to beat them 4 or 5-0 in this one. I think Rico Silva has assembled a decent set of players, a decent squad, and it's got them playing with confidence. You know, they've taken their form from the Championship last season and they've taken it into the Premier League. A massive help to them, of course, is mcfc. He's carried on scoring this season, and thankfully, I've had him in my fantasy team from day one because he's been wonderful for them. And the couple of games I've seen Fulham play, they've played good football and they've been unlucky in some games they've lost. So, you know, I don't see this being an easy game. I think City's form in the last month or so has been a little bit up and down. You know, we've seen some poor performances in the Champions League. I think we got away with one against Brighton a little bit, but then we picked it up against Liverpool, even though we lost that game. And yeah, so this one could be an interesting one. And you know, Fulham unbeaten in the last 4 games. They've won 2, drawn 2, and they've scored, what, 8 goals in that time as well. So, you know, expect them to cause us a few problems, particularly on the counter-attack, and expect mcfc to be causing our defence a few headaches. As for City, now, Haaland, the big news is, of course, around Haaland and whether he starts this game. Pep in his press conference said he might start, he might not. He's better, but they'll see in training late today. So we won't know until tomorrow if Haaland's back in. But for me, I think Alvarez, if he's the starting player, at the beginning of the season, when you're looking at the fixtures and you're saying to yourself, when is Alvarez going to get time? When would I start Alvarez in a match? This is one of those games before the season starts that you look at and you say, Alvarez is playing 9 minutes in that game to give him a chance. So again, if Haaland doesn't play in this one, it's a big opportunity for him, and it's one I'd expect Pep to possibly have made anyway. Now, Alvarez, you know, he's not had the best start to the season for us. I think he's come away from Argentinian season, and I think he's a little bit tired probably. You know, it's a new league, new country for him and everything, and he's just got a lot to process. But I think he'll find his stride. And in the Champions League the other day against Sevilla, I thought he had a wonderful game. He set up 2 goals. He scored 1 as well. You know, and both the goals that he set up were from his hard work in pressing. So, you know, we can be happy with that. And to be fair, the goal he scored, it did remind me a lot of Aguero. It was very Aguero-esque. So if Alvarez starts in this game, I'll be confident. I think he'll do a good job. Now, De Bruyne, expect him to start in this game. Rodri to start in this game as well. Mahrez will more likely come out. And I'd be shocked if Foden and Grealish don't start in this one, with Bernardo going into midfield alongside De Bruyne and Gundogan to drop to the bench. In defence, Akanji is okay, Pepper said. Whether that means he starts, who knows. Of course, Walker and Phillips are still out, and that means Cancelo's going to come back in at left back and centre half. I don't mind Diaz and Laporte. Honestly, I think them two, like I keep saying it, but they're our best centre half partnerships. And for me, we have only 2 games in the Premier League to go and 3 games before the World Cup. Why not get our best players back in and playing together? Why not? No need to rest them, is there really? A right back, that's an interesting one. I mean, I like Stones. I've always liked Stones. I think he's wonderful no matter what position he plays in. But how can you say no to Rico Lewis at the moment? Does he get a start in the Premier League? He had a wonderful game against Sevilla. I thought he defended well. He got up and down the pitch really well. He took his goal brilliantly, by the way. I think he's a real good talent for the future. I can't wait to see more of him. And so if he starts at right back, you know, it's another option away from, you know, if Walker gets injured, because our biggest problem has always been when Walker gets injured, who fills in if Cancelo's at left back? Maybe Rico Lewis starts this one, and if he does, again, I'm not going to have a problem with it. I think he might deserve it after his performance against Sevilla. I think he's one of the ones that stepped up. So yeah, big game coming up against Fulham. Like I said, we've got 3 games left before the World Cup. We've got this one, then we've got Chelsea in the League Cup, and then we've got Brentford in the Premier League next Saturday. Now, as for Fulham game tomorrow, I will be doing a watch along. I'm not going to go to the game. I'm not feeling particularly well for it, so I'm going to be doing a watch along instead. So make sure to join me for that. And if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit subscribe. And just before I go, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. It means a lot. You know, we've done it in just over a year. It's very exciting. So yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for sticking with everyone who watches the videos. I really appreciate it, really do. And as we expand content in the future, you know, make sure to stick around too. But yeah, I can't thank you all enough. And to celebrate 1,000, I have decided that I'm going to do watch-alongs throughout the World Cup as well. Every England game I'll do a watch-along for, and I might do a few more as well. So keep an eye on that. Thank you again for watching. Thanks for checking it out. And yeah, you have a nice day. Bye-bye.